Hi everyone. So today we'll be discussing on the topic binary search tree. Right? Let's get into the definition part here. A binary search tree is a binary tree where for every node left subtree values, where every node in the sense parent node. Yeah. For every node, left subtree values should be less than the node and right subtree value should be greater than the node. Yep. So let's consider a simple example here. So this is suppose this is the parent node. So left subtree value. So this has to be less. So this is one of the thing. Then the second rule is right subtree. So this one has to be greater than the root value or the node. So this one, let me write 3. So this is one of the simplest examples for the binary search tree. Yeah. So this is fine, I believe. So now let's move on with the, let's see how algorithm works actually. So now we will be starting with an empty tree. So this is fine. We'll be starting with the empty tree. Then we'll insert the first value as the root. Yeah. So we have to go with the root itself first. In our case, the tree that I showed, the root was 2, right? For every new value, that we consider, if the value is less than the current node, then we have to move left. So it's one of the properties of the binary search tree that the left subtree value should be lesser than the root value that we are considering or the parent node. Yep. If the value is greater than the current node, then we have to move right. Right. So 2, 1, 3. That's what I had written. That was the simplest example for one of the simple examples for the binary search tree. So we have to repeat until the null position is found. Yeah, we have to repeat until the null position is found. So next, insert the node there. This ordering enables fast search, insert and delete. Yeah, so uh, this is it about the algorithm actually. Yep. This is fine. Now let's try to implement the same thing in the form of code. If you didn't understand anything, no worries. Let's try to implement the same thing in the form of code, and we'll be dry running the code as well. Yeah. So you'll get to know. By the end, I assure you that the topic will be completely clear. Right. So this is fine. First thing, let's go with this one. What do we call node class actually? Yep. So I'll just go with a static class node. So within this particular class, we need the value of the node as well as left and right child. First, let me go with the value. Next, let me go with the left and right child. So node. So let me go with left as well as the right. It's as simple as that. Next, let's do one thing. Let's go with the constructor part, nothing but initialization part. I need value. So this is fine. So within this, let me assign the value val to v actually. Then left to right and left and right both. Let's assign this one to the null. It's as simple as that. So we are done with this particular class. Let me format this code once. Format the code once so that this looks good. Next, let's move on with the insert. So we should be able to insert the value into the particular node. So that we will be writing within the method insert. Yeah. So I'll just go with insert here. So I need two parameters. One is root. Initially, we have to start with the root itself and value. Yep. So we have to consider root initially, and we have to start with the root itself, inserting the value to the root itself. So first thing, if the tree or the subtree is empty, then we have to create the new node, right? So for that, I can just write it in this way. If root equals null, then I'll just go with return new node. So let me pass v, nothing but the value. It's as simple as that. Next, what we'll be doing. So if the value is smaller, then we have to go left. If the value is greater, we have to go right. This is the properties of these are the properties of the binary search tree. Suppose if the value is smaller, right? So I'll just go with if v less than root dot val actually. Yeah. Then, sorry, what happened here? Yeah. Why is this showing? 1 second. Let me come out of this one entirely. Now, yeah, if v less than this one, if the value is smaller, then let me go with, we have to move right, left, sorry, when the value is smaller than the root. So I'll just go with root dot left. Yeah, root dot left equals insert. So this one, insert, we are going with the recursion. Root dot left again, comma v. Yeah. So if the value is greater, we have to insert right. Yep. So again, so let me go with else. here. Let me make use of the else if here, right? So else if v greater than this one, let me copy this one. Yeah, well, so then what we will do, so then we have to go, right? So for that, I'll just go with root dot right. Yep. So this one, I'll just go with insert root dot right this part. Yep, comma v. So this is fine. This is it. So why this is screaming here? What happened here? Cannot resolve left. 1 second. So we have considered node here. Node we have written left and right. Why we aren't getting here? Node. Oh, see here. This has to be capital N man. Yeah, now the error should be gone. Anyways, yep. We are done with this part. So yeah. 1 second. Yeah. So this is it actually. All we have to do is we have to return the root. We have to return root. Yep. So this is it for the binary search tree. Yep. So now we have just written the unchanged root. Yep. So now let me come out of this method entirely. Insert method. Next, let's move on with the in order method. Yep. So I'll just go with a static void. So let me go with in order. So this is fine. So I'll just go with node. Let me go with root. So this is fine. So now uh, let's go with a base case, nothing but if root equals null, then all we have to do is exit. Yep. So if root is null, we have to exit from there. So I'll just make use of the return keyword. Next, let's go with a this one recurse, right? So I'll just go with the in order method. So I'll just pass root dot left. Yeah, root dot left. Yeah. So all we are doing, we are visiting left. Then we have to print root and visit right. For printing root, so let me go with so so I'll just go with, we don't have to go with ln. Let's print on the same line. Let's print on the same line. Value root dot val. So next, mm, let me append the this one space actually, space between the numbers. Yep. Now all we have to do is we have to visit right. Yep. So for visiting right, so we will be going with in order again. So this one will be root dot right. So in order follows the path left root as well as the right. If you don't know the in order traversal, so here it follows the path left root as well as right. The final one is nothing but right. Yeah. So I'll just write R here, left root right. So this is the path the in order traversal follows. So let me delete this one. Yeah, we are done with this part in order the root dot right. So this is fine. We are done with this part, man. So this is it for the all go. This is it for the all go, right? So all you have to know is, so first we went with the insertion because we have to insert the values into the node. Suppose if we have found the value less than the root, then we will be inserting the value for the left subtree. And suppose if we have found the value that is greater than the root, then we will be inserting that value to the right subtree. That's it actually. That is it you have to know. Then we are making use of the this one in order traversal to for the moment, right? So first we will be starting with the left, then root, then right. Yeah. So this is fine. This is it for the in order traversal insert. So and this is it for the this one basically mainly binary search tree. Yeah. So all you have to know the properties actually properties of the binary search tree you have to know. The left subtree value should be less than the root value or the parent node, and the right subtree's value has to be greater than the parent node or the root value. That's it actually. This is what you have to know about the binary search tree. It's as simple as that. Now, yeah. Now let's consider a very simple example, man. Let's go with a very simple example within the this one main method. So I'll just go with root here. Let me assign this one to initially null. So this is empty binary search tree, right? Initially. Next, let's go with a simple example input here. So I'll just consider a equals. So let me go with some random things 5 3 7 2 4. Yeah, so this is fine. It's as simple as that. Yep. Next, let's move on with the for loop here. For is nothing but int x of a. So this is fine. Now let me go with root equals insert this part. So let me go with a root comma x. Let me go with a root comma x. So it's as simple as that. We are done with this part, man. We are done with this part. Finally, what we have to do, all we have to do is we have to print the binary search tree in the sorted order. So why we make use of the in order traversal most of the times. Yeah. So you can observe that mostly whenever we go with certain things, so for the binary search tree, anything you consider, most of the times we go with the in order traversal, because whenever we go with the in order traversal, we get the output in the sorted order, right? Ascending order usually. Yeah. Sorted order. So that is the reason we make use of the in order traversal, for nothing else, right? So usually we don't go with this one a traversal. You can just go with either of the three, this one, three traversals, right? In order, post order, or the pre order. Usually we opt in order because we get the output in the ascending order or the sorted order. That is the reason we choose in order every time. Yeah. So this is fine. Now finally, let's print the binary search tree in the sorted order by, as we have made use of the in order, right? In order traversal. So let me go with the in order method here and let me pass the root actually. We'll be starting from the root. Yeah. So this is it for the code, man. It's as simple as that. Yep. So this is it for the code. So yep, we do not have any typo or the errors here. So before running the code, let me tell you one thing. Let's dry run the code so that we understand, so we get to know whether the code that we have written is correct or not, along with the this one. Along with that, we get to know the output for the example that we have considered within the code. Yep. So let's dry run and later we can come back here and run the code that we have written. Let's dry run the code. So first thing, let's dry run the code. Yeah. We have considered the same example that we have considered within the code 53724. Yeah. First, what we'll do, we'll insert 5. Yep. So first, accordingly with the code that we have written, so we have written the insert method, right? So we will insert 5, right? So tree is empty. Tree is, you can clearly see here, tree is completely empty. So 5 becomes root actually. 5 becomes root. Yeah. Tree is completely empty. So 5 becomes root. So we have inserted 5 and 5 became root here, right? So this is fine. Next step, we will insert, we have the 3 actually. We have value 3, right? So here, accordingly with the code that we have written or discussed, so 3 is less than 5, man. Yeah, quite obviously 3 is less than 5. So when the value is less than the root value, then we have to go left. Yeah, then we have to go left in that case. Then we have to go left in that case. So we'll insert this one left. Insert 3 left actually. Yeah. So now 3 is here, right? 3 is here. Next, we have to insert 7. Next, we are done with 5, 3. Next, we have to insert 7. Let's go with insert 7. Yeah, let's insert 7. Here, 7 is greater than 5. 7 is quite obviously greater than 5. So we'll go right actually. We'll go right. In order traversal, we are making use of it, right? So then we will insert 7 right. Yeah, we'll insert 7 to the within the right node actually. This becomes 537. Yeah. Next, we are done with 3. Next, we are left with 2 and 4 respectively. So we will insert here. We will insert what we have to insert 2. We'll insert 2. So we will check for the this one. So first, we have to insert 2. For 2 actually, we will check whether it is less than the root actually. Yes, 2 is less than 5. 2 is less than 5. So we will move towards the left. Will not move towards the right. This part actually will not move towards the right. Instead, we'll move towards the left. So next, what we will do, we'll check whether 2, so value 2 we are considering, 2 is greater than left or less than 3 as we are going left actually. 2 is less than 3. So again, insert left. Insert left as 2 is less than the 3. So we will insert 2 here. It's as simple as that. Next, we are left with only one value, nothing but 4 here, right? So I'll just go with insert 4. So we have to insert 4. Again, we are going left side, right? So 4 is less than 5, first thing. Again, the same thing, 4 is less than 5. First, we will check with the root again. 4 is less than 5, so we will go left again. We'll go left, will not go right this time as well. Yep, so now we will check whether 4 is less than 3. Yeah, 4 is less than 3 or not. 4 is greater than 3. So we will insert 4 right. Insert right. Yep. So we are left with only one value, nothing but 4 here. So we have inserted this one right. So now we have 5, 3, 7, 2 and 4. Yeah, now we have this particular tree 5, 3, 7, 2 and 4 respectively. Yep, so this is fine, I believe. This is fine, I believe. Yep, so this is it for the dry run, man. So this is the tree actually. This is the tree. Yeah, or this is the output actually. Yeah, output or the tree that you consider. Right. So we have achieved the sorted output. See here, in order traversal steps. So left of 5 is nothing but left of 5. We have got this one, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 respectively. We have got to the left. See here, left of 5. We will be considering this one, this part, right? So we have got 2, 3, 4, right? So let me write it over here. Uh, left of 5. We have 2, 3, 4. Yep. So then we'll be performing the in order traversal itself. Left of 5 is 2, 3, 4. Then we will visit 5. Then we will visit 5. Yep. Then we will visit 5. Then right of 5, we will be considering right of 5 nothing but this part. Then we have already considered 5. Then we will visit right part. So we will be going with right of 5. Right of 5 is nothing but 7. Yeah. Right of 5 is nothing but 7. So we have achieved the sorted output. See here. Uh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So this is sorted itself, right? Sorted in the ascending order. So this is the reason we make use of the in order traversal most of the times actually. It gives the output in the sorted order, usually ascending order, right? So this is fine. We are done with this part actually. We are done with the dry run. Now we completely have the idea on an entire algorithm, right? So we have the complete idea on the algorithm, sorry. Now let's run the code that we have written. So now, yep. So let me run this file. Yeah. So let's wait for some time. Let it get compiled. I hope we do not have any error, man. Yeah, this is fine, completely fine. So you can clearly see here 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So we are getting the output in the sorted order as we went with the after the insertion we went with this one in order traversal, right? So we are getting the output in sorted order 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, which is absolutely correct, and we are getting the desired output. We are done with almost everything except that we have to discuss the complexities for the code that we have written. Yeah, let's discuss the complexities for the code that we have written. Let's do that. Just give me a second here. 1 second. Yeah, so what would be the time complexity here? The time complexity would lead to big O of h. The time complexity would lead to big O of h. So why the time complexity led to big O of h here or leads to big O of h here? So it is big O of h per operation because h is nothing but the height of the tree. So it completely depends on the height of the tree, right? So h is nothing but the height. So this is big O of h per operation actually. Yep. So what would be the space complexity here? Space complexity would lead to big of h as well. So here this is this h, again this is the height. This is due to the recursion stack. Actually we are making use of the recursion, right? So within the in order, if you see, we are making use of the recursion itself. We are recursing basically. You can just check the code. Yep. So time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written would lead to big of h and big of h respectively. Now we are done with this algorithm. So next what we are going to do, we will be discussing the segment tree algorithm. Yeah, for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.